Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ninja X11, coming to you guys with another video. And today's video, we are going to be starting a new series on this channel on WWE 2K24. It's a my career presentation that I made on Canva, and I wanted to showcase with you guys with the amount of ideas that I particularly had for such a video. If you guys continue to enjoy the content, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, check that bell so you always get notified every time a new video releases. And let's get right into it. All right, so this is our presentation on Canva of the my career mode. I kind of wanted it to not really stand out quite that much. Like, I put in effort to it, but this is something any of you guys can do. If you put your creative minds to use, any of you guys can just make something really cool. So we got the AI thing here. We use 11 labs for our personal AI generator. For example, we can go ahead and hit generate speech right now.
You are ready to start the match. Press the start button when you are ready.
I got a voice for it. I got so many different things for it. The buttons, some of the buttons would kind of just pop out to you, but I think I animated a whole page and it kind of just messed up what I had. I didn't really feel like going back over all the work that I just did. So I just threw some things together, and we kind of using this to kind of piggyback off of for our next video we make on my career for the superstar we select, which is basically Rhea Ripley. That's who we'll be using in the my career mode. And let me show you guys our presentation.
Welcome to WWE 2K24. I'm your guide, Ramirez. It's my job to explain our new mode to you, my career. We are aware that you turned my career tutorials off in your settings. We only have one that we kept in for new and experienced players who may have turned off this setting. That way you will never have to put down your controller. First, choose whether if you want to create a superstar or use an existing WWE superstar.
So they got it so we can use a superstar of our own or a WWE superstar. Maybe one day we'll make it so we can use one of our custom wrestlers, whether it's my character, the Ninja, or I use one of my custom superstars like Ramirez, Shamonage, or Wildcat, or Sonya Walker, any of those different custom superstars that I made. But we're going to go with WWE superstar, obviously.
Now choose male or female. Each will have their own story with objectives to complete to unlock different match types, unlockable characters or attires. And also, if you complete everything within my career, you will be offered a special Legends contract, which will unlock a brand new challenge. Completing the objectives will unlock championship titles, Legends, match types like Slobber Knocker, special guest referee, and an ambulance match.
Okay, so I kind of just made it so certain match types are unplayable to me. Obviously, we can play those in the game already. For example, Gauntlet Turmoil, that's nothing but like a slobber knocker match that was originally in WWE 2K14. I was just thinking 10 years down the road later, you know, WWE 2K24, Slobber Knocker returns, but we are naming it Slobber Knocker ourselves. It's not named Gauntlet Turmoil for me. It's named Gauntlet Turmoil on the game, but you know, we're gonna switch it up a little bit for the videos. You know, it's Slobber Knocker now. So we get to choose either male or female here. So we're gonna go with female.
Now choose your superstar. Certain superstars will have 3 or more paths: NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. Since this is the beta after all, there's only a handful of superstars you can pick currently at the moment. Raw and SmackDown will be locked until the NXT path is complete.
Okay, so for example, we got Alba Fire here. What this basically was saying is that we have 3 different paths. Raw or SmackDown is it will be locked, but we also have it so that if let's say this was a game that me and my team created, what we will do is pretty much take the accelerator. If you have the accelerator pack, if you pretty much pre-ordered this game, let's say, this is all a concept here. So don't go crazy in the comments being like, oh, like how do, I get this and that and different things like that. We're using mods for one, and for two, we kind of are using the edits in our videos to kind of just make this like almost seem like a real thing, but we obviously know it isn't. Like I said, Raw or SmackDown is locked. Um, the accelerator could be the ways you can use to unlock both Raw and SmackDown for whatever character you want to use, or all of them if you want to do it that way. Or you can play through NXT and then kind of like move your way up to Raw and SmackDown. So my kind of the thing I kind of want to do with it is I want to do NXT, SmackDown, then Raw. It kind of just makes sense to do NXT, Raw, then SmackDown, but we're gonna do NXT, SmackDown, then Raw. But for example, Kaylee Ray, which is Alba Fire, we'll be playing with her as Kaylee Ray. Then we'll go to SmackDown, probably go for the tag team championships with Aladon, and then we will do Raw when we are just go for a world title, because we already know she's capable of going for a world title, but obviously WWE hasn't given her that ball, only because maybe promo skills, but we already know she's good in the ring. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to pretty much say there. She's a 74 overall. She gets the upgradable label, which means she can at least go up to an 80, 85 at best. For now, I would just say an 80. Let's say if we picked her, that would be what happens throughout the mode. And as each match occurs, we can actually bump up her level. Since we're on legend difficulty, we're kind of explain everything else about that later. So that's Alba Fire. Got Alexa Bliss. She's an 83 overall. Realized she didn't get the upgradable label because 83 is not too bad. You know what I'm saying? 83 is not horrible. We got Asuka, and she doesn't get the upgradable label. She's a 90 overall. I'm assuming she got resiliency, and her second ability would be probably Poison Mist. So yeah, Asuka wouldn't be too bad to run for a career mode. We got Bailey here. She's an 85 overall. Kind of reaches that mark anyway. She already gets the resiliency, and maybe her second thing could be a comeback, because she's not in damage control no more. So let's skip the run-in part, unless we want to use damage control Bailey. That's completely up to us as the player. So yeah, we got Bailey there. We got Becky Lynch from kind of like her early days as the Irish Lass Kicker. We got the man Becky Lynch, and then we got the new version of the man Becky Lynch, which I don't really like as much, but yeah, we got that. We got Carmella. She gets the upgradable label from her NXT days into her early SmackDown Live days, and obviously before she left WWE with the injury or whatever else kept her out. We got Charlotte Flair. Okay, so she gets her early NXT days, maybe early 2018 to 2020. And then obviously before she left the company, not left the company, but took some time off. Dakota Kai, she gets the upgradable label here. 3 different versions, obviously. Early NXT days, before she left NXT. I think that's when she turned on Tegan at War Games, and her damage control look, so isn't too bad there. Got Io Sky here, not too bad. Liv Morgan. So I kind of based this off I think early NXT days, Riot Squad, kind of like when she departed from the Riot Squad, when they pretty much separated her, Ruby, and Sarah. That version of Liv, and then we got obviously heel Liv Morgan. She doesn't get the upgradable label. And we got Nia Jax here. Kind of surprised me on the game that she was only at 86 overall, but she gets the resiliency. She gets pretty much what you will want, and I guess someone to start a career with. She automatically gets everything, so that's kind of cool. We got Rhea Ripley, 96 overall. Now, here's something I wanted to explain here. If you rocking somebody from the early NXT days, their overall is bound to be low. For example, Rhea Ripley, since we'll probably be using her Mae Young Classic look, should be a 72 overall. Now, the one beside Judgment Day Rhea is, I think her NXT UK look, but we'll be using probably her WrestleMania. What was it? WrestleMania 35, I believe. I believe it's WrestleMania 35 when she went against Charlotte Flair. I could be wrong. It could be 35, could be 36. It could be either one of those. But we'll be using that version of Rhea Ripley probably for the SmackDown side of things. And obviously the one in the middle is what we'll be using for Monday Night Raw, which is Judgment Day Rhea. But I'm not particularly sure what attire I want to use quite yet. And then obviously we got Shayna Baszler from her time in NXT to get into the main roster, and then obviously Shayna now. She's not the greatest. I should have gave her the upgradable label. I know 82, at least over 80, doesn't need the upgradable label, but Shayna used to be a killer back in NXT, and I just threw her in because why not? I treated this as the beta, so I thought that was pretty cool there. So we're going to go ahead and use Rhea Ripley here for today's video. It could be a chance we switch to Alexa Bliss or, Carmella or somebody like that, depending on how you guys like the video. It'll be a video pretty much right after this, kind of like starting on my career and pretty much completing the NXT side of things.
Great choice. You chose Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is a former Mae Young Classic participant, former member of the Judgment Day, a former NXT UK Women's Champion, NXT Women's Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, Raw Women's Champion, and a Women's World Champion. She's also the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner when she made history entering at number 1 and became a sole survivor, outlasting 29 other competitors to win the match. Rhea is currently in a heated battle with former friend and tag team partner, Liv Morgan. However, since you chose Rhea Ripley, you will be going against former allies, teammates, and even rivals that will try to stop your momentum. Momentum is achieved by defeating an opponent. If the opponent defeats you, you can always go back and rematch. More than one loss by the same opponent or a rotation of opponents can force you to retire and restart your career over with the same superstar, or a different one. Your path will start in NXT. You will be using Rhea Ripley from her Mae Young Classic debut, going against a variety of different superstars, eventually going up the ranks to face the NXT Women's Champion, which will be locked until you can not only defeat all opponents, but achieve 5 stars in all your matches. 5 stars can be obtained by doing a variety of different actions, hitting finishers and signatures, super finishes, putting an opponent through the announce table, hitting them with weapons like chairs and sledgehammers, kicking out of the pin, getting out of submission holds, reversing, and more. There's one tutorial up ahead that is related to gameplay that I thought you should know. Then you can show the world, this is your brutality.
Now, I thought the AI sounded great in this. I thought the AI sounded amazing in this. And when I made it, I was like, I said, I have to do this, bro. I was saying it for the longest time. I freaking have to do this. So we got NXT. Like I said, Raw and SmackDown is locked. And I put a little description down at the bottom. It says brands Raw and SmackDown are locked. Please select NXT or press A to use accelerator to unlock both paths. So if we were, for example, to press A, the darkness around both the Raw version of Rhea Ripley here and SmackDown version of Rhea Ripley here, they are both glow. Basically meaning that we unlock them in both brands. But what we're going to do is not do that and actually start from the NXT path.
This is the only tutorial as far as gameplay is concerned that I will mention, since gameplay tutorials are off currently. Stars are a vital point to my career. Since this is Legend difficulty, you will have to achieve 5 stars in every single one of your matches to face the champion of each brand. Otherwise, you will have to rematch until you do so. Also, there are objectives you can see when selecting who you want to face, whether it's champion or challenger. There are 3 objectives you must do. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're facing Carmella. Your objectives will be present when selecting Carmella as an opponent. Your 3 objectives are land 3 finishers, counter or block a combo, and finish the match with a submission hold. Doing these will unlock new attires that WWE superstars have wore throughout the year, and is something players been wanting for a long time. Thank you for waiting patiently. Now choose your opponent and show the WWE Universe what you're made of.
So I basically have it. So I just put a button on each of the different people you have to face, only because it's nothing particularly what I can do. I can't make it so I can select press A for Cora J. I can't use my Xbox controller and click A and then switch over to Cora J versus Rhea Ripley. I can't do that. But what I could do was add the buttons right there and then make a screen for whoever I select. Now, pretty much here I face everybody. I make sure I go against everybody here on the roster. I was just kind of thinking of it though. Something I did here, I would edit in my video throughout, but it's not on this screen. It's just something I've done later on for my next video I'll be uploading. It's something that I definitely did wrong there, but I pretty much made my career video already. I'm just uploading this one now. It's something I didn't do right, but that's cool. We face everybody, right? We get 5 stars on all our matches, and then we go ahead and face the champion. The champion unlocks once we defeat everybody else, and we go against the champion. And then after we face the champion, we get our unlockable rewards for whoever else we face. If they have any, extra attires or something like that, then we unlock them, which will be, pretty cool. We'll give modders their credit in the comment section for, what they done and whatever. And it will be in the next video. We'll put it down in the description. But yeah, let's act like we go on to the next screen. And then we have NXT, and then it shows Rhea Ripley versus Cora Jade. And then I can go back a screen, or I can hit continue. So let's go ahead and go out of this screen here.
Choose a match type. More will be unlocked in time as you are playing through my career.
So these are the only match types I have until I go against a champion. Anytime we go against a champion, a new match type unlocks. So we got choose the match type here. We got normal, 2 out of 3 falls, and then obviously the other ones are locked. Let's say, for example, the champion was who can we say here? Let's say Ala Dawn was in NXT and she won the NXT Women's Championship, and she was the one that was locked behind that, that figure. she will be the one we face, and let's say we beat her, win the NXT Women's Championship. The match we faced her in could have been an Extreme Rules match. So one of these under the 2 out of 3 falls will probably unlock and say Extreme Rules instead of, the little question marks. I was thinking that would be a great idea there. Like I said, I was just adding buttons just to see what I can get away with when doing this, and I thought it worked out for what it was. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into the next screen.
You are ready to start the match. Press the start button when you are ready.
So this will pretty much be the end of the video here. Next video we will be basically starting the match. Rhea Ripley versus Cora Jade. It won't be one of those videos where, oh, it's Rhea Ripley versus Cora Jade and then that's all it would be. This will be the whole my career thing. You won't get like a crazy full match. I'll make sure I have it edited and different things like that. That way it'll look more enjoyable for you guys to watch. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, you know what to do. I think I worked very hard on this. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It wasn't the best video in the world, but obviously it kind of gives you a sense of what I want to do. I kind of want to take the objective portion off of it. It's still like I recorded the matches already. It's one match that I didn't do, and no, it wasn't the champion. I already did the champion match, so technically I only beat 4 people. The 5th one was a non-champion that I didn't beat yet, and it's not because I didn't want to do it, it's because I forgot. But now I know I need to go back in and actually record that part. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.